We're on. We're rolling.
Yeah.
Action.
Sound. Go for it.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Hello?
It's like an interview, this, isn't it?
I know.
Like a job.
Yeah, what's going on?
We've never actually done this, have we? It's always...
The first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing like a podcast with our clients and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just to like get to know you on a deeper level. So I want to start actually with some part of the Slovakia trip.
Yeah.
It's dead hard with him. Because he just goes into this silly mode.
Well, I didn't go on one with you, did I? You didn't...
Yeah, so you've got this... He thinks you're like fucking He-Man, lad. Because he doesn't get to fucking see what it's actually like.
Don't listen to him, lad.
People did say you struggled, like...
This year I was sound, you know.
Last year, yeah?
This year I was good, yeah. I had to be. I had to be, didn't I? That performance last year, wow. Or the other year, crazy. Yeah. Joe, it was funny what's just been tickling me loads, just like... Because I was... You told about when... Just obviously don't have to go on this, like, but you told me about John. Everyone's sharing proper, like, deep stuff, lad.
After the breath work.
Yeah. And like, it was like half a bit emotional and that. And John was getting emotional and just goes, you know, I haven't laughed as much as I laughed yesterday on the mountain. Because it's on taking the piss out of me. I was just like, fucking hell, you know what I mean?
Oh, the coffee bit?
Told him there's a cafe halfway up.
Oh, I've got the clip.
That is the
I've got the clip, you know, and you're in fucking bits.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
Oh,
that, like,
honestly, he's going to Paul, don't worry, I'm going to oat milk latte halfway up. And that Paul just went, what? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fucking...
That was the bit I struggled with the most, I think. Probably the mountain. Actually, it was more so like going up, it was fine. Being at the top, though, it was fucking hard.
The top's tough. You know what I mean? It was tough for these.
Yeah. It was sad for me.
But when I was up, though, it was clear. Like, you could see everything.
Yeah, you could see fucking all there.
Just the panic in his face before we could see.
Someone was like that. Hurry up and take the pictures. So I get me top.
I'm feeling my hands. Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. Anything else on Slovakia that I want to fucking rip him into?
I was good. Skiing. Good.
The funniest I think I told you actually was the second day you got in, you know, that one where it's like a little plunge pool. And
yeah.
Got out, legged it straight the car and took Josh's stuff with him.
Oh, yeah. I was outside, I was waiting for Josh and I was like, where's he gone? Must have gone down. And he was in the fucking changing thing, do you know what I mean? I thought he must have gone down. So I just started walking down, he's come down, shivering. Like close.
Is that the one you got to walk on, like the triathlon? Yeah. That's fucking miles away from the car as well.
I know.
Oh well.
Yeah. That's where Scano smashed the car, the van, first thing we drove to. And he just fucking reversed right into some post or something.
Nice.
Day one, smashed the car to bits.
Nice.
What was like, is there anything that you, obviously because you struggled a bit with the cold water, didn't you? Was it easier this time?
Yeah. John, why? Honestly, I keep saying this, but like, I done Josh's anti-anxiety course, didn't I? And I feel like, obviously, I do like the science behind things, but I learned about the breath, just how the breath influences your nervous system, your body in general. And like, we're doing cold water stuff on his course. Can't be serious, really. He's sitting he's going. Yeah. But done Josh's course, and like, we were doing cold water stuff, and literally, just by taking control over my breath, just my body was just going.
You just settled into it.
Yeah, that's where I feel like I just wasn't acceptant of the water, do you know what I mean? So when I was getting in the water, I was just taking control of my breath, and I was just like, sound. Wasn't bothered at all, one bit.
How long did you do?
I was like one of the first getting in.
Yeah, I think one
out.
of the days, I think you done like 14 minutes something. But like all in.
That was the bit I was scared about the most, though.
The water?
Going in. I'd never done it before when I went, but probably my favourite bit when I got there.
I feel like when I was looking around, I could see people in the position that I was in through the year.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Which I know sounds harsh, but that was soothing. Stink ham crack, that used to be me. I feel your pain there.
Basking in other people's discomfort. Like,
it's closed, and it's funny because Joff was like, you know, lads, humming help, so everyone's just going, just thinking, fucking hell.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that. Like,
But Cam smashed it. Cam proper smashed it, didn't he?
Cam turned out to love it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Which is funny. He's
We
going to me in
got
the
that
way.
on camera because he's still fucking saying to me that he hated it and all that. He's going to get me back and all that. But I was like, he fucking definitely loved it. He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, it did.
Honestly, the biggest thing for Cam, as I said this to him as well, the hardest thing for Cam was actually like staying in a room with people he didn't know.
Yeah.
Because he's very introverted. Like he on Instagram and stuff like that, he's like proper larger than life. But like when he's not with anyone, like even in like the airport initially, you know, when we landed,
Yeah.
you noticed he was kind of just quiet and just like sat there. And then over the days, you just get to know everyone and it's fucking boss. Yeah.
He was telling me yesterday, when to see him yesterday, he was like, first night, he's still lying there. He's like, and people are going, he's like, I didn't realise I was sharing the room. He's like, so I'm fucking struggling as it is. And people are going, so have you got anything you want to share, Cam? And I was like, no, I don't. I just want to fucking go to sleep. That's all I want to do is go to sleep. He said, and then he started taking turns, snoring. He's like, fuck this, I'm getting off tomorrow.
Oh, what is that?
Heavy.
I only shared with Joff when I went to Sound.
Yeah, I
We
was
were
with
over
Joff.
fucking the other side of the room. I was made up. So
Yeah, I was with Joff. Joff was spooning.
Yeah, no, you just fucking went the first day, he both woke up, like, come down for boxing with their hair like that.
Yeah, we just did. Lads, he's saying, and we were like, what time is it? It was like 7:10. We were just like, what? Fucking hell.
are you going to get involved again in it? Do you reckon
Yeah,
I'll give
no.
it a break and then go back? Or?
Defo, no, I think like, I don't feel like you realise how good it is till you go.
Yeah.
You know what you get from it till you go.
I think you worry about missing work more than actually going and doing something like
Yeah.
that. I think that's why you woman are about it, because you're like, oh, I take the week away
Yeah.
from work.
But
But
we do as well.
yeah, but when you come back though, you think, fucking hell, I needed that little
Yeah.
stint. Do you know what I mean?
100%. And you know what? The first time I've ever been away from the gym in my life where I've come back and it was just
Nothing, it was just fine.
all good. All the classes were still busy, like all the like feedback I got from the lads. They were saying the classes were amazing and stuff. So I was just like made up that that's there for me now. Do you know what I mean? The lads are like up to a boss standard taking classes. So it is I've never had that before.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh, I was taking my class or whatever. Mr. Particular, aren't I? So it was nice.
That's kind of leads me on. We done that yet. So obviously, it's been ages since you've come in here, and we've kind of caught up on all things Apex since it's probably been about a year since you've had a proper big meeting now, isn't it? Tell us where we're up to, what's going on.
So we've just introduced some new classes into the gym now. Just adding more classes to the schedule. I think we're just sort of refining it a little bit more now. Like we stopped the Pilates class, and I think we're just sort of like refine it into what we're good at, kettlebells and yoga.
How do you make that decision then of like what you're getting rid of and what you're doubling down on?
To be honest, it was just like the attendance of the classes. Like the instructors are quality, but I think if you think of Apex, you don't really think of Pilates. So again, that's just a bit of a learning curve potentially in the future, introducing them classes. But I think for now, where it's at, just doing what we're good at.
I think every gym goes down that route, though, don't they? At some point where they try and do a bit of everything.
Yeah.
And then you get a lot of nothing, don't you?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you just play to your sense and what you're good at,
Therefore,
your crowd
Yeah.
just find you, don't they?
yeah.
A lot of businesses can do that, I suppose, can't they? Just like think, oh, I've got this new thing, I'll just go do absolutely everything I can do, appeal to the masses, but then you just, it's a lot of nothing, as you say, innit?
Therefore, yeah. But yeah, just so obviously the goal, we've got 6:30 classes. We're going to introduce this 7:30 class because the wait lists on my 6:30 classes have been like more or less like there's 14 last week on a wait list. It's nearly like half another class. So 7:30s, we've got put 10 o'clocks on, we've got 12:30s, which are flying, and we've got the 6:30s overnight. So eventually starting it where it's like classes every day, 6, 7:30, 10, 12:30, 6:30 at night. So that's where we're sort of like rolling it into.
So it's someone doing everyone's doing a different class.
So at the minute
Whereas
we've got
others-
like obviously on different days, like
Oh, right, okay.
but eventually where it's just 5 days a week, 5 classes a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's proper getting in. It's obviously it's having the instructors as well.
It's hard, isn't it? So, I mean, I'm saying, like, I've got fucking land instructors, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, you can see, like, you've got to weed out and it's not even in like a disrespectful way, but you just
Yeah.
got to have the right people there. Because
Definitely,
it could be someone's first time experience Apex or whatever.
yeah.
And it's good that it doesn't always have to be your class, but then you've got to have that kind of, it's like an anxiety, innit? Thinking like, oh, they might come and it might be someone I'm not 100% convinced on.
Yeah.
Like, what's that been like for yourself?
To be honest, like the instructors I've got now, Bo, Yad, Zach, and Adam. Like, they're spot on. Like, they're all getting loads of good feedback from them. All the class that they're taking, sort of bringing their own like thing into the class. So, but like feedback I'm getting is quality of them. So, and I feel like they're all at a pretty good enough standard because it's hard taking the class. Obviously, the Apex Academy rolls into it, but like it's not just like you, right, lads, we're doing this off the board. Follow that. You've been, have done it yourself. It's like there's the components of it, isn't there? So you might be amazing on the kettlebells, but if you've never really done yoga before, then you're almost not up to scratch. So then it's learning all of, like, even just, I know it doesn't sound much, but understanding what to say, inhale and exhale. Like, even just because you're trying to coach the actual yoga movements and then adding in on top, inhaling and exhaling is a whole, it's like, what am I saying now? Or it's like, you know, there's a lot that goes into it. So then that's a whole different part of the workout as well as then the kettlebells, you know what I mean?
It's the ending as well for me. Like, you said it a while ago, but like, obviously people have to go because sometimes they're busy and stuff like that, and it is what it is. But bringing your heart rate back down and leaving in that calming state. Like, I've done classes before, like I've done a Blaze class or whatever, where as soon as like you finish, you're out and you're gone, but you're kind of like, you're a bit erratic all day, whereas like this brings you that back down. Yeah, just because it starts slow and it's like you proper like spike it and then bring it back down, which is good.
So even like even with the Blaze ones, they get you straight into like stretch, run this, like loosen that up. But at the end of yours,
What's a Blaze?
It's just like it's a hit class, like a Barry's thing, do it in David Lloyd. But so it's like running, then weights, then bag, like 3 stations. 45-minute class, but then at the end it's like quick cool down. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you're doing stretching and all that. But in yours at the end, just having that 5-10 minutes, whatever it is, even just lie there and just get your fucking pose your back, like makes a big difference.
Definitely.
I think I to be honest, like obviously I did the first one a couple of weeks back and it's been shocking ever since. But after that, I was a bit kind of, for the rest of the day, I was a bit like not on edge, but like it changed something. And I was reading about it. It's like your nervous system changes or something, isn't it? After something like that. So I was a bit more alert, but definitely different to what I'd feel doing like a normal workout in the morning.
Yeah, I think, don't quote me on this. It's I've seen Andrew Huberman was saying that when you purposely spike your cortisol of a morning, it balances it throughout the rest of the day. So like you're a lot more calmer. But then even just going what you're saying about like finishing the class, I feel like that's why it is. I feel like that's what I need to capture and show people, because sometimes you're going to see on Instagram it's like, oh, they're just lifting kettlebells, but then when you come and stretch and then like you actually bring the nervous system back down, like you finish the session, it's just like, wow.
Well, I mean, it's that interesting that you say that, because that was one of the things I said to Ben, is that like we always get the kettlebell side of it. And I was speaking to someone, it was Joe Duggan this morning, and he's got Cozy. I don't know whether you've seen it on our page, Joe and Liv.
Yeah.
He's not done one of your classes, and he was like, what's it like? And I was like, oh, it's good, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't really touch on the kettlebells because you kind of take that as read. I was actually talking more about the warm-up and the cool down and stuff like that. That's like the kind of like the showstopper for me, do you know what I mean? Because like you can lift kettlebells wherever and you can push yourself and stuff, but because you do the class, it's not like a timer, 5-minute cool down. You kind of do what the class feels like it warrants. Do you know what I mean? Which is the big difference in it, really, compared to like you said, on the board, we're going to do 35 minutes and then a 5-minute cool down or whatever. And I think that is the point that we want to market more generally, is the beginning and end of it, because the kettlebell, it speaks for itself now, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, what's like, obviously, because it's growing now, how do you see your role within it? Like, if you're still doing the classes, aren't you? Three mornings a week you're doing, is it? And or 4 with the Saturday, yeah. But then, obviously, you're the owner, you're marketing it as well, doing it that way. Like, what do you see your role progressing to? Or do you want to just kind of stick doing what you're doing?
I love the classes.
Do you?
Yeah. I just love the classes. I feel like the classes is, when you used to box, I feel like when you'd have a box, you'd get it sometimes when you'd spar or you'd fight, where like you don't really think, you're just in this flow. Obviously you understand flow state. And I feel like I used to get a lot when I was training, or if I was running, whatever, getting that flow as well. Like in them classes, like I'm just in flow.
Yeah.
I just don't think of anything. And I just like, I get as much out of them classes as everybody else does. Do you know what I mean? Because like the feedback I get, like even one of the lads the other day, there's loads the testimonials out the class. Could be insane. But like lads come to me the other day and was just like going through a bit of a tough time and like how much it's helping him and like that is just what I love to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just love it. I just love it because it's a chance like I'm in complete flow. Like I haven't got no, because yoga's so versatile. Like there's no set way. So just like creating yoga flow while whatever's coming to me, I'm just in it. And then the same to kettlebells. I'm just like being creative. So it's a proper opportunity for me to just like express. Do you know what I mean?
That's boss though, innit? Because that means no one can really copy it.
That is
Do you know what I
literally
mean?
that, honestly.
Like if you've got a carbon, you know, a blueprint of what you're doing, anyone can take that. 100%. But you just fucking...
And that's one thing, again, that's one big thing that I'm teaching the lads, or been teaching the lads as well, is like, you're training with your intuition with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you're doing an exercise, you're like, fucking hell, it's a bit heavy on the shoulders, cut it out. Next round, I'm not doing it. Next round, we're going to do a squat, or next round. So it's like training with your intuition with the session. It's the same at the end of the session. Sometimes, like you're saying, I get to the end of the session, if it's been a heavy one, and like we're not even really going to stretch, we decompress the spine, like something, a couple of, like, you know, something easy, and then it's like, let's breathe.
Yeah.
Let's just get on you, because everyone's just in Shavasana, just like, let's just breathe. Do you know what I mean? So even the warm-ups are like tailored towards the session. So if we're doing overhead stuff on a Monday, we do a lot more shoulders. Wednesday, we do a lot more lower body. So like even the warm-ups are tailored to like the actual session too. So obviously, like, I teach this on the academy, but you can't really replicate it because I just made it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the academy really because basically what you're saying about like the flow state stuff, which is quite interesting because all that, like the way you do all your practicing in the gym and all that, you're in like a flow state and that. Have you progressed that onto other parts of your career and your business and all that? Because before you started filming with us, you certainly weren't in a flow state when it comes to being on camera. Do you know what I mean? Like you used to overthink that so much. Do you know what I mean?
Mr. Stifler.
Simple Jack.
Come on. I got that one. Come on.
Go again. Yeah, just take a breath and go again.
I filmed him once. I was like, he was like, I just need to record this quick script. And he was like, reading it out. He just went, wow. I was like, yeah, that was a fucking killer for me. He just went, wow. But now you're obviously teaching other people how to like compose themselves on camera and push their own sort of market and all that. Like, how's that like come about essentially?
I just think it's just the same philosophy of just keep doing it.
Well, I actually remember, I think the first time we filmed just for you, I think you fucking hated it.
Yeah.
And then we done it again. And you were like, I'm pretty sure, I might be making this up, I'm pretty sure you said like you were going to swerve it. And it was your dad. It was like, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
It was like, just for you'll get fucking back. Because you were like, I just hate speaking on camera.
Yeah.
Which is commendable because I think like, it's one of those, and like, it is hard. I don't think people realise how hard it is until you're in front of it and you just start going, do you know what I mean?
But it's so crucial though, isn't it? Like to actually like push what you're doing. You've got to get on it and do it.
100%.
But it's easier when you're authentic with it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a lot harder when you're trying to be some.
I feel like I've done that though. I feel like the way I am, just because I'm so analytical. So even like podcasting, even like now, obviously I've been on my own journey, but like we all have, but I look back at podcasts or stuff that I've done with you, and because I used to scrutinise myself so much of how I spoke, the words, my pronunciation of stuff, or like even or like you don't even realise sometimes you repeat the same thing. Like, what am I saying? Like, yeah, or I know. Like when I don't have to all the time.
What I mean.
Yeah, I know what I mean. Yeah.
Know what I mean. Like,
so I feel like when I scrutinise myself so much, I sort of come away from just actually just being present.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, what am I saying that for? And it's like, oh, in my own head, do you know what I mean?
And I think everyone does. I don't think anyone realise. Again, it's one of those, it looks easy until you do it. And then everyone fucking, as soon as you get in front of the camera, everyone's fucking shoulders go down back. And
we used to say that when we used to like filming news, we were like, it's no good having a set structure. We need to just go in and find the gold. Do you know what I mean? Like throughout. You know what I mean? we used to go to the zone, didn't we? And we'd sit and talk for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff, like that Bali video, do you remember that?
Blew up, didn't it?
Yeah, but it was just a conversation. It was like, that's the gold that we need to just get. rather than going, say this, say this, say this. Obviously, sometimes there's an element you've got to do that when you're putting courses live or something. You've got to get something over the line. But I think if you just speak from experience, it's well better, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Remember we filmed after your marathon?
I was spent.
You were just absolutely
shot.
like,
In Manchester?
No,
It was in Hannah Labby's gym, weren't it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It
Like
was, that was
actually.
I think it was the year before.
Oh,
Yeah, I was spent.
And he was like a bull. I noticed that it was actually easier for you to start the interview. I mean, you were flagging by the end of it. Well, you were flagging during it, but like at the start of it, like, because you weren't even thinking about it, you were just like,
Yeah.
ask me a question, lad, and answer it, because you were just fucking goose, you know what I mean? But I think it's mad because different people, when we interview, obviously we interview fucking hundreds of people, and you just know, like, different people, to get them into their flow of an interview is completely different. Like Joff, for example, like, just forget it when it comes to a script. Sorry, Joff, I love you, lad, but just forget it when it comes to a script with him, because he just can't do it. So you've really got to fucking coach him through it. You know what I mean? You're gonna fucking
Sorry,
hey,
Joff.
that was from Matusta.
what would you say, like in your own, like you said before, that you're on your own journey, we all have, your biggest kind of euphoria moments been over the past year
With
with just your own self-development, whether it's in the gym or whether it's personal or whether it's business, like
fucking hell. There's been so many different parts to it. I've just always had this real, like, I don't know, I've just always really enjoyed learning. And I feel like the more I've learned about myself, the more I've been able to help others. So I feel like that's just where I've almost been like a little bit of a guinea pig for myself. Just the stuff that the learning, the courses I've invested into, and like the conversations that I'm having, you know, the connections, the relationships that I'm building with all my clients, even stuff in the gym, like the meditations, the breath work. I know Joff's the man for that, but introducing that side of things is because, like, that's what's really helped me.
yeah.
So I feel like just learning all that and then bringing that into the gym is like, I feel like it should be essential, a part of everyone's toolkit. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like the deeper I go myself, the more I can help others. So, but there's been so many different components of that.
Do you think you'll always keep pushing to learn
Oh,
more and
yeah.
all that?
There's no destination, is there? I feel like probably that's like another thing. You hear quotes and stuff all the time, but I think just understanding that, like, there is no destination with where you're going. Because sometimes like, oh, I'm not there, or I need to get there, and it's like where we are, aren't we?
So hard though, like I because like obviously when you're in business as well, it's like you feel like you've got to have something to aim towards, whether it's a number or whether it's a team size or whether it's like.
But it's that thing though, isn't it? Like, I mean, I'm saying this like I don't do it. I absolutely do, but just nothing's ever good enough.
Yeah.
Really, is it? Like,
Yeah.
it's hard. You've got to.
It's a bad
I have to
mentality.
force myself to, like. That's why I have looked through like your memories and stuff like that, because it just puts it into perspective.
100%.
Sometimes you're just like, but I'm not there, I'm not there, I'm not there, and it only takes you to look back on a story that you posted like 3-4 years ago,
Literally.
like, fucking hell,
Yeah.
wow, like, and because I think if you run a business, you just are proper guilty of just going. You don't really celebrate your wins that much. Obviously, I think the biggest difference for yourself in that aspect is like when you opened this gym, like, because everyone come together, it was a bit of a like a
Yeah.
moment for it, rather
Yeah.
than just like everything else for you as the classes are filling up. It's a day by day thing, and you don't really notice. But that must have felt really good for you to obviously your mum and dad there, everyone that was joining the classes. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a good like, you know, I'm actually doing this. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
6 years ago, I was in my mum and dad's garden.
Yeah.
Before I'd even built that gym. Before I built that gym, I started a flashback on YouTube. Like, so I found like an old YouTube account that I made. And like, it's still, the videos are there still now.
Right.
And like, I was making snippets of these workouts for like just, you know, an online program, because I lost me one-to-one clients. That was my only like source of income. So I was doing like these Word documents online programs with just like a little click to link to YouTube. They were just terrible. I was like, that was 6 years ago in my mum and dad's garden. Do you know what I mean? So just like from 6 years ago, from like, obviously people like a little bit familiar with me because of the boxing background, but like not really anything else from that to like there. It's just like, it's like you're saying, it's just, you can't really understand that.
Now you're getting millions of views on Instagram and stuff like that on some videos. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
How it just goes.
Literally, yeah.
Where, like, obviously, it's hard though. Saying like, where do you see yourself going? Because as you say, there isn't like a destination, is there? Like, but
Yeah.
what's like your ideal self in like 5 years' time? Say another 6 years.
5 years' time is just to not so much necessarily step back from the business, but I feel like one of the big goals that I've written down for this year is delegate. And I feel that's been hard for me, and you understand that too, where like letting different parts of the business go, letting the lads do. So before Christmas, you had a big meeting with all the lads, and like they took on little bits of roles and responsibilities, which helped out massively. So if I just taking a bit of a back step from the gym at the minute, I'm still a bit involved in it, too heavily involved in it a little bit, where I can step back and focus on. I just love learning. Being able to just be like, right, I'm going to do a course or whatever, and just like let the gym run itself. So obviously I have that where the gym's running efficiently without me needing to be there all the time, where I can just obviously push it in other areas, and then to have the online setup where I can be a bit more remote as well. Yeah, that's the big thing. We'll
How's the
start
online
pushing.
going?
Sound, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
That's changed a lot, hasn't it, over the past like?
Even in a year. I went from doing live classes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Mad.
I was battered in my head that I was like, there's got to be a way to get this done. And it was quite funny. Like, I'd go to JD there and I'd try and log on first thing in the morning to do these classes. And he's like waving at the camera. And I was like,
Simple
well,
Jack.
well, like, you know, we just knew though that like, I remember you coming in the agency and you're going to do PDF stuff or something. There was something you were going to sell as like big PDFs. And I was like,
Was it Fit as 4? Was that the
something
PDF?
like that, yeah.
That was my cookbook.
But I was like, but the weight, the demand is the kettlebells. Was like, we
Yeah.
need to get that online. I was like, oh yeah, sound. But it was a bit of a punt to do it. And we're like, right, let's just fucking try and get something over the line.
Yeah.
So live stream and do it this way, build it onto that, get that, like,
Yeah.
hang the mic there, put the lights
Literally.
here. And you look at it now,
Yeah.
how much has changed. But I think that just shows that you've got to be persistent with this stuff, haven't you? And keep going
Definitely,
with it.
yeah.
But it's hard because I feel like, well, I know you get it, and obviously you as well. And like, when you're like a bit of a perfectionist, it's hard to start something new because
Yeah.
you're putting it out there and you've almost got to accept it's going to be a bit shit to start with. And
Yeah.
you don't want anyone to notice anything that's going to be a bit shit. But it's just the nature of it, innit? Anything you do, you don't get it perfect.
Yeah.
First, unless you're me. It's fucking great. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. I am fucking that good.
What's up with him?
Oh,
Billy,
speaking
You know,
of
kettlebells to the head.
perfection,
Yeah.
who gets the better photos of you?
Probably him.
I know, lad, I get some fucking horrendous
I
ones
don't
of
you know,
you.
he just gets, lad, he's just getting Cam looking all fucking sexy everywhere he goes, and then just gets proper big mug shots of me zoomed into my head. He knows like that on him. I'm just like, lad, did I even look like me?
I sent him a photo and he just looked at me across the table and went, Cam, where'd you get your nose done? But it's the balance in it. That's what it is.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Sorry, I just fucking cut that up there. But
No, it's sad. As to be fair, I just wanted a bit of a catch up. I think we can kind of round this up now a little bit. I just wanted to, I don't know, just sort of see where you're kind of going. Like over the next, you've grown so quickly over the past 6 years, as you say.
Yeah.
You want to keep learning and stuff, but
Yeah.
what is your outcome?
So what the plan is, obviously, where the Apex Academy is going, is to just churn out coaches to open up their own centres and actually work with coaches. I feel like I do enjoy working with coaches. Even Jamie Bridges from Glasgow, like he come down and done my course, was working a full-time job, was like, you know what, I'm going to go and learn, like the kettlebell, I was going to go learn, do this course. Come and done my course, 12 months later, like left his job, was working in a gym, and now he's got part of another gym that's actually like dedicated to himself with all his classes and stuff. Now he's building a boss team down in Glasgow, sending some of his team down to like learn with me and stuff. And it's like, that's in 12 months time.
Yeah.
Like how far he's come, and he's a boss like Jamie. And obviously got Lee opening Apex Riddle. He should be there next week. But Lee's opening Apex Riddle. So we're just like coaching coaches. But I feel like there's just the standards difference. Do you know what I mean? Actually coach coaches and work with coaches, just like all the stuff that I've done to just pass to them.
you get more satisfaction now if like you would, obviously I know there'll always be satisfaction in someone going like, that class was boss,
Yeah.
that you've experienced with yourself. But do you get just as much, if not more, when someone comes in and go, I've just done yards class? It was fucking unbelievable. Because
Yeah.
you know that you've kind of, the training's been right.
Definitely, I think either that or even the likes of, you know, Jamie or Lee, because they follow my workouts. They're saying the same thing because everyone's done kettlebells or some form of kettlebell workout. But like when you come and do one of my kettlebell workouts, just because there's so much that goes into it, everyone's just like, that's completely different to anything I've ever done before. So the feedback I'm getting is where, yeah, definitely with the lads, but just in general, with it all.
Who out of the last one that we've just done, because obviously there was loads. This one was obviously definitely a bit more heavier than the first one, because the first one was just fucking ridiculously silly, the first receipt. This one was probably a bit more heavier, a bit more serious, but just generally, who impressed you the most?
Obviously, everyone's story was heavy. Ready. Everyone's stories were heavy. And I'm like, yeah, but I feel like the person who I probably connected with a lot was Joseph. Joseph the poet. Yeah. Because I just feel like I don't mind a bit of poetry, me.
Musical at the end of the day, innit?
I'm a creative guy. So like I was speaking to him about poetry and I was like, because he was saying he was there to try and tough himself up a little bit, you know, the wrestling, the boxing and stuff. And I was like, you don't need to though. Do you know what I mean? You understand that side of it, but at the same time, like I've boxed my whole life, and for me to come out and say I'm doing poetry, that would be hard for me. Do you know what I mean? It's what people are thinking of me. So how brave is he that he hasn't come from none of that background and he's out there just literally spitting his bars, and like how good is he?
And you've
Do you know what I mean?
owns it as well. don't
Yeah.
you?
Some of the stuff.
Honestly.
Do you know Tony Moran?
Yeah.
He does a lot of poetry, doesn't he?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Obviously, he's fucking hard as nails. So.
He's hard as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Literally.
Doesn't really matter, does it? If that's what you're fucking into, that's what you're into.
Suppose it's like the bit of a stigma around, isn't it? But it's just obviously, I mean, if I come up rapping, everyone will be all right with that, 'cause everyone's rapping now, aren't they? So, But yeah, Joseph, he was just like proper good lad. But then obviously you've got like Tim and all the rest of the fellas, like
Will.
even John, Will's just a young Will. Yeah, 16.
Just didn't give a fuck. It was
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
He was mad. Like in a good way. Like he just did like, and I think that was after the reason why Tom thought I can't be a bitch in this water, because this kid just rocked in and was like, come on.
Lad, I was sad. That's the word he's saying. Every day he was saying he was getting in. Even the first day he was blagging, he got in the first day. No one's seen him in there.
I was in there more times than Tom because he had to dart early.
Lad, honestly.
He was telling me this big, I've got this big meeting with this fella, and then went, is that believable? Will everyone believe that?
I was just in like that. I was just in the airport like that.
Straight to
Two
Spain.
coats on. What else was it? Obviously, Matus fell in. That was
He got frostbite in his toe.
I'm not surprised.
He's only just got
because
the, no, genuine. He's only just got the feelings back on the end of his toes.
Really?
One the end of his next to his big toe, it went black a bit at the end.
honestly, it was.
He's phenomenal, him lad, isn't he?
We were watching. Everyone was stood there watching him, and he was just smashing the eggs underneath him. And I was like, I feel like I know what's coming here.
Yeah.
And then he just went in and was like, me phone, and I
Didn't
took his
flick
phone
him.
out, and he just was in there.
Yeah, he didn't. I saw the video. Didn't lose a fucking breath. Like,
Flicker.
do you know what I mean? Just like
Because you knew it was coming, he just slid in and just went like he was sliding into a hot bath. Just slid in, he phone. And I was just like, whoa. Splashing around, throwing ice in there. It's like fuck, I still all my stuff on. Great, I'll grab that.
yeah, he's fucking mad. Isn't he?
And then obviously the skiing.
Sounding autographs at the end for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone was at the bottom like that.
Yeah,
It wasn't as funny this year, the skiing. No one really got involved, did they?
no, because it was just
Why people sit out?
Yeah.
yeah. Some people sat out, and I think like I don't know, he's just fucking going around, just going past, filming me. Going, yeah.
I
take the
love
wind
that.
out of your sails when you got some.
I love the skiing. Me, me, Scano and Joff went up the mountain, like up the top one, and fucking halfway up, Joff's like took his gloves off and dropped his poles off the lift. He just went, me poles. I was like, what the fuck he gonna do?
Do you know what? Scano's got this proper thing with him where, like, it's about years ago when I was in Derby Lane, I was just like a bit of a wally. hard to
Was.
believe.
The
It's
other
hard
day.
to, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe. I was, yeah. But people used to come in. I used to just like say to the lads, Joe, I was just proper like in the boxing days, like still in my prime with it. I used to just go to the lads who come in, fancy a spar, messing around. They'd all go, no, you know, just on my shoulder, and I forgot my gummy, and I go, I'm only messing anyway. So Scano come in this town, and I went to Scano, do you fancy a spar? And he just went, yeah, go ahead. And he was the first person ever just said, yeah. And I went, I'm only messing, Scano. It was me saying only messing. And then I was like, I'm only messing, Scano. And I forgot about it. A week goes by, he comes in again, I go, fancy a spar, Mark? And he goes, yeah. And it's only messing. He went, no, go get your gloves and your gummy. He said, that's the second time you've asked me. No, let's spar. And I went, oh, all right then. I'm sparring. But he's got this side to him, Scannell, where it's like, obviously the nicest fella in the world, but he's got this side where you can just like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got that look in it.
But that, we spoke to him one time, and he was like, and he said it kind of in such a sincere, genuine, but like non-threatening way, but it was the most threatening thing ever. He was like, I don't have any anxiety walking into any room whatsoever because of the training and that I've done over the years, meaning like, doesn't matter who's in the room, I can handle myself.
Yeah.
I was like, he's almost gone past the point of having to prove that. Well, he has gone past that point,
Of
do you know what I mean?
course,
So
yeah.
he's just like, imagine having that kind of...
Colin Farragher was meant to, Colin Heron was meant to be like ruthless.
Yeah.
He used to just lock the cage with them. And he used to have like whatever he used to do. It's just like fucking, just meant to be horrendous the thing he used to do with them. But come on.
Yeah.
Get you down there, toughen him up a little bit, don't we?
It's fucking right up there with this jacket and some attack like that. Go on. Dylan as well. Dylan's fucking what a sick lad. The lad that was doing, obviously I beat cancer twice and then does ultramarathons
I
and
forgot
stuff
about
like
him,
that.
to be honest.
Like,
Wow.
fucking cuts trees down for a living. I've been
Wow.
watching his stories.
You showed me yesterday.
Like, gets up at like
Lads.
4 in the morning to do half his run and finish it. Like,
Cutting trees all day and then does the 10 mile run or something.
mad.
I just said to him, what's it like? I said, don't think you, but I was just thinking like, I'd love to know what it's like. I was like, what's it like thinking you're going to die? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Blood cancer twice.
I literally had the same conversation. He's just so like fucking, he was like, well,
He's cool, isn't he?
what else was I gonna fucking do?
Yeah,
He's
he's,
just like, what?
he's cool, isn't he?
Must do something to see that change.
He said it was the second time when he had kids. When he had kids, it was like, it was a bit deeper, do you know what I mean? Obviously.
But he said he was like, I started the chemo. He said, and then the week later, I done my first 2K run. Got pneumonia. He was like, and then I was like, right, I'll have a few weeks off then. He said, and then after like week 3 or 4, just started building her up 1 mile, 2 mile, 3. I was like,
He said he was getting this chemo where it causes internal blisters. So he'd have like blisters on like his stomach and like the thing was windpipe or something, whatever it was anyway. Like, and he said he remembers lying in bed and he was trying to give him morphine and he wouldn't take the morphine. He said he remembers lying in bed just in like, he said the worst pain he's ever had in his life. He was just in a mess. And he said, because obviously the mountain stuff, if you ever get into the gulag doing any big endurance races, you saw David Goggins calls it the cookie jar. And so it's when you've been there, you're familiar with the gulag. Do you know what I mean? And he was saying no matter what he does, it's never nowhere near as painful as what he was went through on the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, of course though, like, wow. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're out running, like what he went through there, it's like, do you know what I mean? For mentally and physically what you went through.
But it just puts it into perspective though, innit? Because like, I don't like, you see someone like that and you just get on with it.
Yeah.
It's just fucking...
He's a belter, isn't he?
Yeah, proper
He's a cool dude. Oh, like that, to be fair, everyone there was boss.
Yeah.
We had a boss firm. Jack was funny, wasn't he? Jack Mack.
Yeah.
Van Damme.
The second you fucking got off, he was like, someone get me a Coke. He was like, I can't have a fucking full fat Coke around here.
Lad, it's funny. Because I used to PT him, right? So obviously he's my mates, but I used to PT him. I think we went to Spit Roast once. I was sitting there and Spit Roast, and mum was like, yeah, what are you drinking, lads? And I was like, whatever, water or something. And he goes, a Coke, please. And I went, what do you mean? And he's going, lad, I'm having a Coke. And his mum was just like, taking out a Coke drink order, just looking at us. I'm arguing with him about getting a Coke. His mum was thinking, what? He's mad.
Fucking singing over a little Coke or something. Dad said to me last night, I walked in with a fucking Fanta.
Oh yeah, it's Fanta.
Well, he was like, fizzy drinks, Ben. I was like, I haven't had a drink in fucking months. I cut out sugar for the foot. I was like, I can't have one thing. And he was like, fizzy drinks, though. Obviously, he'd been on the egg all weekend on holiday or something. I was just like, fucking hell.
And then obviously, just touching back, obviously, Scano. So I done an interview with Scano at the end, and he was like, it was funny because he spoke to me the week before, and he was like, yeah, Simo's going. So even though you tried to like blag it that you weren't, I knew you were going all along, lad. But he was saying about like everyone that was on it is like meant to be there. Do you know what I mean? And it's boss because obviously he doesn't. I know people pay and all that, but it's a fucking lot of work to organise that many fucking people.
Yeah.
Organising the vans put me off. Just that alone. But it's boss because he probably goes out his way to make the group mix, to make them all, you know, bring these people together. And he genuinely just does it because he gives a fuck. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I know obviously he gets paid and stuff like that, but the amount of hours that he's already put into this, like, it's not about that for him. Do you know what I mean?
It was when, I think it was like one of the last breathwork we done. And obviously everyone's sharing stuff. And I was just looking around the room and I was just thinking, even myself, he changed my life. You know, he has. And like, how he'd influenced everyone in that room. That's one man influenced all them people in that room to the point where like, not just, you know, just give them a little pat on the back, but just proper like help them out. Do you know what I mean? I was just thinking, wow, that is just like inspiration for me. Do you know what I mean? To become the best person, or like even just to give back to people as much as I can. Like say to him all the time, he's the man, he's the main man. He is.
He's the main man.
He's the main man. Isn't he?
Anyway, enough about me. About